Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. It's a movie starring Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal, and let me tell you, I really love both of these actors. I can't say that I've seen everything that Pedro Pascal has been in, but I really enjoy some of his stuff. Even if I don't enjoy the movie or TV show or whatever that he happens to be in, I really enjoy him, and whenever I see him on screen. Like Wonder Woman 1984, terrible movie. I like him acting in it. And same thing with Mandalorian. Not really as big of a fan as everyone was the first season, but I still enjoy him in it. Prospect, excellent movie. You should watch it. And then Nicolas Cage. He has been in some terrible fucking movies, like The Wicker Man and Season of the Witch, and I want to say Bad Lieutenant or Bangkok. Anywho, he's been in some terrible movies. Some of that, I think there was a section of time where he was having to just make as many movies as possible because he had tax problems or some shit from his accountant doing a bunch of fraud and never paying his taxes for him or something. I don't know. A whole thing. But he has been in so many amazing movies, and I love a good majority of his work. And this movie, Nicolas Cage plays kind of an exaggerated version of Nicolas Cage. So, he's playing Nicolas Cage as all the movies that Nicolas Cage has been in, or the Nicolas Cage movies that he's been in here, but his actual family versus they're played by actors in this one. There's some family differences here, but it works and it's fun. And Pedro Pascal plays a super fan, and so essentially Nicolas Cage he's all right, I need to get away from Hollywood or whatever for a bit, so I'm gonna accept this $1 million to come to some dude's birthday party. Cool. And then the CIA steps in and they're like, hey, your Pedro Pascal person, whatever his character's name is, he's actually the kingpin of some criminal organization, and we need you to find this kidnapped girl that's on his property or somewhere, and we need you to continue with this, find reasons to continue hanging out with him, even though he's a super dangerous criminal type person. And Nicolas Cage, being Nicolas Cage, is eventually he gets down to doing it. But it's a really, really fun time because you get a lot of references to Nicolas Cage's movies, and not an overbearing amount. It's not just hey, remember that movie type of thing, but there are some enjoyable pieces where you get oh yeah, that movie, and they talk and they mention some of the other movies. It's a good time, it's a good amount while still being a unique piece for itself and not overly relying on that aspect of it. But it also has some very meta things of let's do this as a thing that we're doing here, and that's also kind of what's happening, and so it's fun. I don't want to describe it anymore because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but just understand that it's a fun time overall, even though there's a lot of intensity. But think about a Nicolas Cage action movie that you've seen. It's fun, it's funny, but it's also intense because you got the action or whatever. This one works on both of those levels for the talking and the tension as well as the action. It's not MCU where there's just everybody flying around and super hitting things. These are still two dudes experiencing things, but there's enough I'm gonna call it action, chase sequences or whatever, to make it have that high octane feel to it when it needs to. So definitely recommend this movie. I found it hilarious. I like the storyline, like the pacing, like the actors, and all the things that happened in it. It worked for the version of Nicolas Cage in the universe that they had. So 2 thumbs up. Definitely give it a shot. It is worth your time. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.